Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
You're listening to Mornings of Lone Star here at Lone Star Community Radio, irlonestar.com worldwide, and Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you're hearing my voice, that means we are live on our YouTube and Facebook channel along with our streaming platforms because I have a special guest with Mornings of Lone Star. We're going to be talking about Christmas in Conroe. And just to pat myself on the back, if you're in downtown Conroe between now and the end of Christmas and you hear music, that was me. That's right. That's my voice. That's all the cool stuff. If you want to have a good playlist, come to downtown Conroe. You can hear it all in downtown playing around town. But we have a returning super host guest. I call you a host guest kind of thing. We have Shay over here from the Conroe Regional Hyatt. I always get it mixed up. I'm so sorry. You can correct me all you want, Shay. Is that okay?
Perfect.
What is the correct? Because y'all have 10,000 hotels. It's funny.
Sure.
It wasn't the Hyatt, but it's the Marriott has another line called. I saw an ad for it, and I was like, "What are we doing here, guys?"
Yeah.
It was called the Collectible Bookend Specialty Hotel, and it's like they're trying to be Airbnbs or something. And it had this long name, and I go, no, just call it Airbnb with Marriott. I don't understand why we're confusing it. But you're with the Hyatt, which has a wonderful resort. I wouldn't call it a resort. I guess you call it what do you call it?
So it's the Hyatt Regency Conroe, just to let you know the name. I'm Shay Sims. I'm in sales at Hyatt Regency Conroe. But it feels like a resort.
It does. Well, it's when I
stayed
stayed there, it did because it's you're covered with trees and you have a pool on the third floor.
We have a pool on the
So that to me is
floor.
fancy.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, it's resort fancy.
It is fancy, and it's really nice because I was there when we were first starting before the opening. I got to see all the decorations and everything being put in, and I was just thinking, this is such a beautiful upscale.
Yeah, and you have a
hotel
restaurant, you have all
for the
that kind of
Conroe
stuff.
area. We have a restaurant. We also have a bar, and so and we're nestled right in Grand Central Park. So we have great neighbors over there as well, right across the street from Sam Houston Osteopathic Clinic. And
Is that really a brag?
I'm just saying, giving them.
Are you doing landmark stuff? Or are you bragging?
Giving them some.
Because that's kind of random. Be like, oh, we're across the street from a nursing school. Yeah.
But these are students who are practicing medicine, and I think they're going to be opening a clinic. I think.
And they stay at hotels, so.
They do stay at the hotel.
I can see it.
So yes, we are partners. So yes.
I was just curious.
He's always trying to get somebody in trouble. Stop.
I'm not trying to. I'm curious. When people say that kind of stuff, I was like, so is that a landmark thing? Or is that oh, hey, we're next door to, because when people are proud to be next door to famous things. So
True.
I was just curious.
Giving them some landmark. Okay, and so to say that, Living Spaces is over there too, so let me give some shout outs to those.
What is that?
As well. That's a furniture store. And from what I hear, they're kind of adopting how IKEA does it, so they have food, and I hear there's some alcoholic beverages in there as well.
Where is this?
The fact that we all
Is it across the street?
It's like they do.
They have cocktails.
They have an amazing
After a
place
certain-
for kids too. They have a playground.
See, look at us. We're just telling them about all the people in
I've only been to
But
the
that's
hotel.
what- yeah.
There was a cool golf place there. I haven't been there. The final round or something.
That's what
Is it
it's
called the
like.
final
All
round?
of those places
Yes.
over there, yeah. Tuscan restaurant. I think there's a sushi restaurant.
Yeah, there's a Mediterranean
Cutery,
restaurant there.
The cutery is over there.
there.
Yes,
Yeah.
the cutery. Yeah.
Okay.
We should be tour guides.
Yes, we should.
Just
But this
right
is
now.
about Christmas in Conroe, so we're just giving all of our Conroe neighbors some shout outs. Shout out to all of them.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
He's being
let's
Scrooge today.
Well, I know if anyone doesn't know, I've been
Holiday
sick for the
season
past couple of
going
days, and I'm to that point where I'm like, why am I not better? This sucks, and so now I'm just pissed.
You haven't taken the remedy
Everybody.
that Velvet told you about before the show started. So
Well, that's because I don't buy illegal drugs.
Oh,
that's
That is not illegal, sir.
Oh.
Notice she said velvet.
Yeah, velvet special cocktail.
Came from velvet, just to be clear. That was velvet's
she-
Save it alive.
I
That's all
think
I'm
she
doing.
was like,
Save it alive.
no, she was telling me about the
Or
guy
you
who.
can go to the nursing school for
you
them
go-
to check you out. I mean,
No, you go to Living Spaces. You go in the back for the delivery guy. There's a guy named Chuck. She said, and like I give him this much money.
Chuck.
I mean,
There's probably someone there named Chuck.
Shout out to Chuck for serving
out
the
Chuck.
community, right? But no, it's been really aggravating because like I usually clear the stuff out pretty fast, and then
Your body's
it always happens on the weekend. Like I'm supposed to enjoy myself. Like, oh, perfect. That means the studio will be fine. No, yesterday was terrible, and then today I'm like a little better, but I'm still.
Well, eat your beignet. and,
I'm gonna
you know,
eat
Yeah.
that. They're so
and
good
let
next
LaTina
door.
introduce herself and the rest of the ladies.
Oh, there's other people here. That's right. All right, LaTina, please.
I didn't do it.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start.
probably did.
I'm gonna start digging now.
Don't do that.
All right, I have you as Rave Financial, so I imagine you're a numbers person.
No, I hate numbers.
Okay, so you're the opposite
That's
of
the
a
truth.
Rave.
Exactly. That's why I'm in finance.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it goes. It's a prerequisite. I am with Rave Financial Credit Union. We have to add that because I'm sure you probably had no idea as to what Rave Financial was. But we're
I just looked
a
it up.
financial institution, but we're a credit union. And we are new to Montgomery County. We're not new. We're almost 90 years old.
What's a
Yay
credit
us.
union? It's a
We're
bank.
so awesome. Thank you so much. It's not a bank. Don't do that. Don't.
There's words like fiduciary. I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah, and that's one of them.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's a
I
no-no.
wouldn't doubt
And
it.
you're going to keep saying it, right?
Well, no, because I did an ad for this guy who's an investment, and like the investment world has so many rules, and they kept changing it made me sound like I was doing a pharmaceutical commercial because I could say all the ad part like normal, but then when I did the
Numbers.
the number, or like so and so is not a credit, and I was like, this is longer than the spot. So we need to figure this out, and because I sound like I'm cheating somebody now, because when I have to speed it up that much to fit the time,
Oh my god.
I don't like it. But I'm gonna keep saying the wrong thing.
Okay.
That way I understand what a credit union is. That's how my brain works. It's
I
like it's
got
not
you.
that. It's not that. It's not that. Could be this, but like. Okay, what's a credit
Gotcha.
union?
So real quickly, so we are a financial institution and we have a lot of similarities as a bank. The big difference between a credit union and a bank is that we are a not-for-profit. So there's a difference in nonprofit and not-for-profit. So where our profit comes in, we're governed by a board of directors and not stakeholders. And so we also don't have customers. We have members. So they
cool.
all have stake in the credit union.
Is that why I see like teachers credit unions?
You
and
do.
stuff?
You
I've seen that
absolutely
before.
do. There's a lot of different ones that are like associated with specific groups.
Yeah.
Now, ours, you can easily become a member as long as you live, work, worship, or go to school near one of the experience centers. So everyone.
So
pretty
you have
much
to be in a certain
qualifies.
proximity.
Yes, but again, by
Yeah.
default, if I'm a member and then my sister Shay wants an account, she's already in, right? So now you're a stakeholder in the credit union. So also the difference in that is since we're a not-for-profit, that's what allows us to have higher yields on like checking accounts and saving accounts and lower yields on our loans. So I've been doing this for almost 22 years. So I'm from bank world. So I despised credit unions for 21 years because really they could do a lot of things that we couldn't do and they had better rates. But now
So-
that I'm a credit union, it's great.
Why would you?
Yeah, I
why
love
would
it.
anyone not go with that? Like, who are the people?
I know.
Who are the people who don't want to do that?
They don't
I
have
know
to be
about it.
nice.
They don't know.
They
People
don't
who
know.
don't
Yeah,
know.
that's the political.
Well, yeah,
so
well,
we're going to say that people
Because it sounds
who don't
like
know,
the normal person gets with a credit union, but there's got to be a downside to that. Because, like, is it more of like I can't access the money from
No, we have
Qatar or
literally.
something?
It's a financial institution. We are federally regulated.
Yeah,
you are insured.
FDIC.
So, right, where that's
That's
the
the right
bank.
word.
We're insured. You did. You got,
I got that
Good
one.
job. And we're insured by the NCUA, National Credit Union Association. So again,
Yeah.
your money is still insured.
Yeah.
And so a lot of it is just lack of knowledge and not knowing.
That's what I
so it's
figured.
still safe, but you're a part of a community that's more so about you. Again, you have a stake in it. You're an owner of it. You can actually vote on who's in, on the board on decisions
Interesting.
that are happening within your credit union. So, but
like
yeah,
it.
all of the online banking, I mean, we're so advanced, I like to say. I mean, you can open your account through our Rave video banking app. So if you're here in the midst of all of these lovely people and can't get out for the day, you could still set up your account or ask your banker a question. It's basically like a FaceTime. Literally, they're looking at you and you're looking at
And
them.
it's all sorts of people, like businesses.
Oh, yes. We're full service.
I'm on your website right now.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Browse around. Please do. Banquetrave.com. No, but we're full service. So from consumer to commercial to
Interesting.
construction loan,
So
mortgages.
if I'm a swindler, I don't want to go here.
That,
I want to
that's
go
not
to
for
the
you.
bad bank.
Yeah, we're not all inclusive like that. That's
So like
not
Wood
for you.
Forest, that's where I want to go if I want to cheat people.
I'm not touching that.
that
We're
what-
back with banquetrave.com.
I'm trying to. Well, no, I think it's interesting because like every bank has its own niche, and then it's like I always wondered what a credit union was because I've seen the teachers union
Yeah.
one all the time when I take 105 through Beaumont. I'm like, I wonder what that place is all about.
Yeah.
So if you're
Credit
not a teacher, I
departments,
can't
too.
go in there.
I
So-
can't speak with them, but at Rave Financial Credit Union, you are more than welcome because you're in the community. So there we go. You're a member. It's $5 to become a member, and that's just going into a savings account for you.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I want to know
So come on
who's
over.
really making the money there. That's what I want to know.
You got actually the members
I'm gonna
are,
talk
and
to.
they
I'm
get
gonna
to-
talk to the board.
Well, if
I
you
wanna
have a
talk to the
checking
board.
account that's paying you
But it's not
6%,
Yeah.
then you're actually
It's
making
me.
the money.
I'm the one that's
It's-
a swindler.
You're making the
I
money.
love it.
Yeah. Okay. Swindler. We're gonna work on
oh my
vocabulary.
God.
You did tell us that your vocabulary was.
It's a little different. A little different.
See that smile? I was like, oh, I'm the swindler.
Yeah.
I like that. I have dreams, Shay. I have dreams.
And we're not gonna shatter them.
That's always it's always been a dream of mine to be a politician. I always wanted to run for office just so someone can blackmail me. I want to be able to like have that memory of like this dude try to blackmail
That's
me.
when you know you've made it.
Yeah, I
when it
know.
comes to that point of black. I haven't
So,
been
and I-
blackmailed yet.
Well,
so
see,
I'm mediocre.
in my mind, I wanted to create these scenarios that like you can interpret it as bad, and like, oh, this guy's talking to Chuck behind, the furniture place. What's he doing? And I'm like, oh, I just love Chuck,
Sorry,
guys,
Chuck.
and they have pictures of me.
There's definitely a
imagination. When is this book coming out? We talked about books one time.
Yeah.
You need to write a book, Dick.
But it's like it's gonna be fiction.
Absolutely.
All right, let's move on down the table to our next set of folks. We're talking about Conroe and Christmas. Velvet, you want to go ahead and start it?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Well, who you are? Like, what are you doing here? Why are you wasting your time
Why
today?
am I here? So I am the founder of GLAD Foundation. We help kids with bleeding disorders experience the joys of camp. So we send the kids to these camps in the U.S. There's 49 camps. I'm actually working on two, one in Navasota and another one closer, so kids don't have to go to the one in San Antonio if they live in Montgomery. So I'm working out the details for that. So, and everybody at this table is a proud supporter of the GLAD Foundation. They're either my communication specialist is Shay, and then LaTina, she's one of our sponsors, and so is Jade, is one of our sponsors, soon to be. And we have different things coming up in December. We have the December 20th, we have Kendra Scott from 4 to 6 on Market Street. But you can also go online if you can't make it to that event on that day, and the proceeds go to the foundation because we're trying to get 10 children to camp, which is $1,500 per child to go to these camps because they need nursing staff on site. So that is our goal. That's the mission. And we've been around for 10 years now. October was our 10th anniversary. So, and I moved it from the Adirondacks, upstate New York, to Texas. We've been in Texas now for 4 months. And I'm just trying to spread awareness and now get those sponsorships and donation coming to help support the cause.
I will let listeners know I have a link to the Kendra Scott deal. It's on December 20th, it's Friday from 4 to 6. So it's a small window, but it's a great cause. So
Yes.
and
if
everyone
you
likes
can't
buying
make
jewelry, right?
Yes.
everybody
And
loves
receiving,
Kendra.
just
Absolutely.
receiving.
Not me. I stopped giving gifts a long time
Why
ago
would you do that?
because it creates an expectation, and then now no one has any expectation for me. So it's like Richard doesn't give gifts, so don't expect a gift. So when I do give a gift, it's like
you can go
1,000 times
online,
better,
too.
and they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" They ask,
What's going on?
Yeah,
I can see that.
yeah.
Put a lot of thought into
Mr.
this.
Yeah, I don't buy. I don't.
Ebenezer
No,
screws
when I was dating this girl one time, and actually we were married at the time, I think, She got mad at me
That's
because,
different.
well, because because I like to give good gifts, right? And I did the typical, like, I had to buy her something because it's Christmas. She full out goes, "Hey, did your mom pick this out?"
Oh.
And I was like, she did. And,
So she wasn't in the wrong.
well, no, but it was more of like, why do I bother with this? I'm already getting criticized because I just couldn't find a gift. So I was like, Mom, you're really good at, y'all have the similar tastes. So she bought some jewelry, and I was
You
like,
didn't feel like lying and just saying, yes, I did.
no, I said, no, I actually, my mom did pick that out. And she's like, well, next time put some effort into it. And I go, I'm not buying you anything. In my
that's
mind,
different.
But I don't like that because I consider that effort. Like, I don't know. Since I've noticed you guys have similar taste, I'm going to kind of bring in this assistance. So I don't see that as lack of effort, honestly.
Yeah.
well, it's
I
good.
don't.
It's a bad
give you
attitude.
head.
You were not. I'm not married anymore, by the way.
Yeah,
Just to let you guys know.
such a
Very
shocker.
single. Very single. No, what I turned it into is I buy gifts when I notice something that people would want, and so it didn't need Christmas to buy things for people.
So if anybody's looking
Okay,
for a
so he does
boyfriend for the
Christmas
holiday
all year
season,
round.
just
I'll cook.
come
Yeah.
to Lone Star
can
Radio
cook.
and
Yeah, I'm
talk to
cooking.
Nick.
What do you cook?
I cook whatever you want. That's what I like. I
Make
like
it a
learning.
Hallmark moment.
Whatever you want. Okay.
Well, I mean, like some people want beef Wellington. I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
And then like some people want hot dogs and hamburgers. I'm like, all right, I'll do it.
Spaghetti.
I mean, I do kids parties. I do adult parties. Like this one party I went to. This guy graduated. I guess you call it medical school. I forgot what it was, but he wanted to throw a party, but he wanted me to cook everyone steaks, and I was like, sure, man. He's a good friend of mine. I was like, yeah, sure. He invited like 80 people.
That's a hard job.
Were
And-
you cooking steaks for
Were you
80?
doing
Yeah,
steak bites
I
or
cooked.
something?
No, I cooked steak. He wanted steaks for 80 people.
You got rich friends.
Oh, his
that's
family
the
was
next
all
part.
doctors. They're all, you know, what I'm talking about, they're all
They
doctors.
didn't
You know, they're all
have
different
chefs.
doctors. You don't really know what kind of
Yeah.
doctor, and
Yeah.
they have money, and you're like, whatever, dude. You got a dungeon. Like,
The Red Room.
yeah, that's right. Well, if you go to a house, you're like, I wonder where the dungeon is. And that's always a fun adventure, isn't it? It's like, actually, that particular house, I loved it because he had 2 disposals.
Oh, wow.
So like the center island was just a giant cutting board with 2 disposals. So like all your prepping could be done right there. I was like, this is so cool. So
Look at
that was cool.
power. He is like on the
So-
side. He's a chef and cooker
If
of
it was
steaks.
anything like the Lobster Fest,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you have
See, I like
my
that.
gosh.
I
Did
like
you
that
go?
stuff.
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
So,
That steak
well,
was good
okay, I
and
have
the
to get on
lobster
my
was good.
soapbox. I've
Uh-oh.
missed Lobster Fest for the
It
last
was
2
good.
years.
Did
So
Jade invited me?
last year, but let me tell you why. Last year I began at Rave a week after Lobster Fest happened. And so this year, of course, we're there with sponsors. We're excited. We're prepping for everything. But I have the pleasure, I have to insert that, the pleasure of being in this year's leadership, LMC. So on those 2 days of Lobster Fest was our mandatory retreat.
Oh.
So I got everything prepared for Lobster Fest, but I couldn't
Get to
attend.
go.
There may or may not have been a random charge on my corporate card for lobster, but anyway.
lobster and steak.
So I keep hearing about it. So hopefully next year,
Oh,
the third
yeah.
time
I
will
was
be a
so
charm.
It was
impressed.
beautiful.
It was really.
I've heard.
And the way they put it together, and the little, they had everybody just going down the line. They
Yep.
put lobster, put the steak, put the potato. It
Yep.
was really good.
It
And
was
everything was
amazing.
delicious.
Delicious.
Shout out to
It
the
was
Chamber of Commerce.
delicious. Absolutely. It was
Commerce.
good.
Scott and Gigi, we do.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a
Yes.
diplomat for them.
Yes. Me
That's
as
pretty
well.
good.
You are,
Pretty
yeah.
good.
I'm a
That's
seasoned.
pretty good.
She's a
Why
newbie.
weren't you there, Dick? Why didn't you come?
I don't remember what I was doing at that time.
Well, you should
Yes.
come next year. We'll see.
It's
Next-
I know when it is. It's always the first week of October.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, it's always the first
Yeah,
week of October.
Okay.
And we also wanted, if anybody's looking for glasses or anything, Second Round Glass in Montgomery, they are also helping the GLAD Foundation as well. So if you are looking for a gift, hint, hint, Dick, of glasses,
I'm
extra
not.
glasses, or anything like
He's
that.
totally not looking
I'm trying to
for
give you hints, so go and do. But
Ebenezer
Second Round Glass,
Scrooge
they're also
himself.
helping out too.
Glasses like prescription?
No, like cups.
That's what I thought at first because I was like, I
okay.
do.
Yes.
Like, these are a little
unfortunately
scratched, so might
need
as well.
Yes.
glasses.
So,
I need glasses.
Shout out to Brett and Scarlett.
Yay! Awesome.
Yeah, I saw that in the paper. I was like, wait, they just take recycled glass and they make cups.
Yes,
Isn't
and they
that
make
so
cups.
cool?
Yeah,
I think
and
it's
they
so
have an
cool.
etching. They can etch
Yeah.
stuff on them and make them nice. And yeah,
They cut with fire. I just love the way
Yes.
they cut it with the fire.
Yes.
Oof, it reminds me of jewelry back in the
Yes.
day.
Wow.
and if you're looking for a position too, they are hiring as well.
What are they hiring for?
Etching
Oh,
and
okay,
craft
okay.
kind of stuff,
Very nice.
warehouse and cutting the glass actually.
Okay. Interesting.
That's kind of cool.
Creative, yeah.
You know I like that heat, like that art.
So we have one more person we need to talk to. We need to talk to Jade.
Oh, yes. I'm Jade Zeno with Visit Conroe, the best
I feel like you've been in here
person
before.
ever. Yeah. I have.
Upstairs.
But you like stopped in.
I stopped in.
No,
Y'all
yeah.
dragged me in,
Yeah,
actually. and I
yeah, we
was
do that here.
pregnant.
We do that here. We're like, hey,
And
you.
I literally
here.
was trying to get
You
something
got two
to
kidneys?
Ashley. I didn't say that.
No, I'm saying that's what we said. We saw like you got two kidneys. Come in here. We got Chuck in the
Hence
back.
the locked door over here.
There
So
we go.
I'm glad
We
we
can
know
track
there's a
He
you.
thought I
secret
was
door
trying
now.
to pay a bill. I was like, sir, no. I'm trying to get my coworker.
Sir.
I'm still trying to figure that one out because they've moved like 3 years ago, and so when people still show up over here and like, hey, I got to pay my
They-
gas bill, I go, man, you haven't paid your gas bill in a long
They
time.
still
'cause-
do that. Yeah.
And I'm like, that means you haven't had gas for 3 years.
We're not judging.
No,
I don't
I'm
know.
judging.
Maybe
I-
they're new.
It's the spirit
Or-
of giving.
Well, I'm not gonna pay for their bill.
You're not giving them cash.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't really get it because it's
Mm-hmm.
printed everywhere that's somewhere else.
I don't know.
So that tells me they're old school Conroe
Yes.
because they remember getting their gas turned on here,
Wow.
and that
Wow.
must have
Or
been like 20 years
water.
ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, our water.
Crazy.
But
Yeah,
people
no,
still
they
show up.
be
Always
asking
they
all
knock
the
on the
time.
door.
Oblivious
Like,
to this fact.
Good for them.
my family's freezing. I'm like, oh no.
So
Locked
yeah,
door.
he thought I was one of those
Entergy
freezing
or-
families. I was like, no,
Mid
I work
South.
here.
It's gas.
This used to be a counter for payment. Is that what this
Yeah.
is? Okay.
Well, that's why I love their dumbfounded face. They're like, this doesn't look like
Yes,
it.
come here.
But it could be. I'm going
But
to
it
keep
could
knocking.
be, yeah.
I'm going to
Oh
keep
my
knocking.
gosh.
That's good.
But you're with Visit Conroe.
Yes.
And why should
Visit
people visit
Conroe.
this place?
Because it is such a gem. They have
Is it?
It has hidden gems that you need to experience.
Well,
Like
more like hidden fees.
okay, so
Not a
there's
Rave.
there's
Scrooge.
different experiences for different people.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But no, it is gorgeous.
Well,
we have a lake.
The weirdest gym is this is like a big bird watching place.
It's a huge
It's
bird
weird.
watching
Isn't
and
that
migrating
cool?
field
Yes.
for
That's
the
kinda cool.
birds.
It's really weird. When I discovered that, there was like over, I think, well,
How many?
I think I'm talking
Over
about
what?
60.
Tell
I think
us.
it's 60 types of birds or something like.
See, I didn't
and
know that.
people
He knows
travel to see certain birds.
I know.
I did not know that. That's
And
pretty
the
cool.
real question Visit Conroe should be asking is, do we want those kind of people visiting Conroe?
I mean, sure.
do we really want that? I mean, do we want
They go to
that?
Austin to visit the bats.
They may stay at the hotel. They
serious?
may open the credit union because they have an extra house to come to see.
There we go.
Yes.
They'll hear about Glad Foundation
Wanna
and
help
start
the
supporting,
kids.
and then
And
Jade
they'll
can
see
help
the
them find
birds.
all those things.
No,
And they can
I-
come by here and you can interview them.
No, I like.
You're
I'm
welcome.
kidding. I like. When I found that out, I thought that was really unique because I know bird watching is a hobby
sport.
of all ages.
Yeah.
So it's one of those
Wanted
kind
to
of
get
cool
into
little
that.
things because birds are pretty unique and it explains why there's bald eagles by my buddy's house.
Oh
So
my God,
yeah, he
that's
lives right by
scary.
the dam where the water comes out.
Okay.
And there's a lot of open land over on the other side of the fence, and you see eagles all the
Oh
time.
my God.
But see,
So-
I
Eating
watch them.
bunnies.
But
Oh, yeah.
I watch them for different reasons because when my puppy is outside, I'm afraid they're going to
Exactly.
take him.
Yeah.
So I'm bird watching so
Right.
that
I love it.
I don't lose my puppy.
For
That's
safety
cool.
reasons
Hey, don't
as
kill
well.
him though. Don't kill him.
I mean,
We have to.
The
yeah.
birds.
We're going to
to
exit that
distract
part
them
out.
so that they
No,
talk.
of course I
Yeah,
would.
don't kill the birds.
Unless they have my puppy.
Yeah.
There we go.
What else?
So,
Is there?
yeah.
Why else do we want to be here?
you want to be here for the food. The culinary options out here are.
It's kind of it's kind of random because I grew up in Houston, and Houston's random. It's pretty random, almost as random as Houston. Because Houston,
But-
you can go to like a gas station, and it's like,
get the
oh,
best food.
the best food.
Yes.
true.
Makes no sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I've had like really good barbecue, and then I had really good like falafel stuff.
Nice.
I don't even know what that's
and
called.
mom and pop shops are like riding the seat of this culinary
Yeah.
experience. Like the shops that's been here, and you would just pass it like you wouldn't think anything of it, but they have the best catfish or the best burgers, stuff like that. So
It's weird.
yeah.
And we have good Vietnamese food here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, random.
Yes, that's true.
So
Yep.
And right on Main Street,
and,
too.
Yep, Main
It's like a Wild West looking
Yeah.
strip.
Just all
Yeah,
inclusive.
and they're building too. We want this to be a hub where people come and feel like their second home. So, because right now the visitor center is just an empty space. That's why we filled it up with trees, with the tree competition.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that, I was very confused because there's different organizations that I've recognized. I've been in here, and I go, "What are they just come and do whatever they
16
want?"
Different
and then,
organizations
yeah.
in this competition.
That's
They
really cool.
Competing for the title of the winner of the Deck the Tree and the grand prize. And I
What's the grand
actually-
prize?
You know what?
You don't even know, do
Funny
you?
you mentioned.
You shouldn't ask because it's a secret.
Oh, is it because I didn't participate?
No, it's because you're sick.
Okay, good. No, I get it. Thank you.
I'm just kidding. You can
You
know.
Put me in a corner. I don't care.
You gotta
There
heal
go.
first.
We're gonna end the interview. I forgot I was sick. I better go home and sleep. So no shows today on Lone Star. But
It's a cash prize.
really?
Yeah,
Oh.
and a big goodie bag from Visit Conroe.
That's cool. Yeah, some of the trees look really good. Some of the trees look really crappy. And
Wow. Okay.
well, you,
They're
I
all
mean, there's always a
beautiful.
last place when you do a
Spreading
competition.
Christmas joy.
Yes.
So
Both.
unless
Can
you
I announce the winner?
Oh.
right now, well, let's talk about who participated.
Ooh, that's
Yes.
a good idea.
Okay.
Because I know the Hyatt
I know the
participated.
Hyatt Regency Conroe participated.
Yeah.
The team came and we brought
Yeah.
We had two hotels participate. It was the Hyatt and it was Town Suite.
Town Suites, okay.
Yeah,
There you
Town
go.
Suites
Hyatt
from
and Town
Marriott.
Suites, nice.
And then we had two entrepreneur businesses, a craft store called
That's just
Clark's.
cheating.
What?
I feel like that's cheating.
How?
Yeah,
A craft store being
doing. You would
no,
think.
it's her
doing a tree.
talent. It's her talent. That's what she do.
And I know you see what the Hyatt did. They took the tree out that you set up and they put their own tree in. It was already made.
I will say it had crossed my mind, and that is not true.
He's
but
lying.
yeah, it had crossed my mind. I was
You
like,
know,
okay,
they did it at
and a
night.
liar.
I was the one that lit them in.
He's a sick liar.
I was the one that lit them in at 9 p.m. I'm like, oh, we already
in
set
that
up our
water
tree. That's funny. So who else we got? And who did the scissors? Like, what's that all about? Is that the craft store?
That's,
Oh,
the
that's
chamber.
right. That's
Oh.
That's the chamber because
Conroe
they
chamber.
always do
The
ribbon
ribbon
cutting.
cutting.
Yeah.
That's true.
I thought that was
Cute,
cute. That was a cute little touch.
Yeah.
We have the museum, the Heritage Museum.
Nice.
We have the Conroe Lifestyle Magazine.
Okay.
Loved that show, too. Yeah.
We have the Meadery, Firm Meadery, right here in downtown, actually, and they're amazing.
They're good.
We have the E-Freeze on Main, the tea shop.
Ooh, we got to go there the other day.
She's amazing as well.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Where's this?
A tea shop in Main Street.
The best tea I
Conroe.
have ever
Like on Main Street
Conroe
right here?
downtown.
Good
Mhm.
tea.
It's a tea
Good.
shop?
Yes,
Like a
I
t-shirt
just did
or
my
like-
Christmas shopping.
Tea, like sipping tea.
Tea. Like you
Oh.
should actually
Warm
go
tea.
there.
Yeah.
You
You need
she
tea.
she
Oh
has
my
a
gosh.
healing one.
And she, all you have to do is go in there and tell her what you're
What you-
experiencing, and she
yes.
will probably make it
Exactly.
for you in the shop.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I don't see why not.
Yes, you should go. You need to go over there after the show.
yeah.
Put a little something,
Mhm.
something.
She's actually going to be sampling
Yeah.
hers
Too
in
bad
this little
Chad from the back
corner
of
on
wherever
Thursday.
won't be there.
Thursday?
Which is probably
I'm not
Chad
gonna
makes
wait
house
till
calls though. So I've heard. I don't. Just put that allegedly. I'm sorry.
And then we
A
have
lot of things are
dance
going on right
team.
now. Yeah.
We have a dance team, and then we had a apartment complex.
Really?
This is like just a
That's
random
really
one?
cool.
But I mean they're in Conroe. I think they're
Are they with the
newer.
credit union? Did you ask them?
Right,
I didn't
It
ask.
starts with an A, doesn't
Now
it?
we can. Is it Ariza? I think it's a.
There's a lot of
There's a
apartments.
Ritz-
There's a
Yeah,
lot of
there are.
complexes
There are.
down here.
There's
It's kind
quite
of
a
weird.
few. Right behind the
But that
So-
one looks gorgeous. Like they have
They all
a
do.
whole
They're all
signage.
gorgeous.
It's like-
Come on.
I wanna say
all-
Home
People are moving to
Depot.
Conroe.
Being sweet. He
Home
said they
Depot or
all look
Lowe's?
gorgeous.
No,
That's
Home
sweet.
Depot.
After
It's the
he just
marketing.
said the opposite. So we do
Oh,
get the
the
truth out of him.
Abbott,
It comes out eventually.
But I was hanging out with some people from Howard Hughes,
It's a
and apparently they're
bigger
doing a
one
Ritz
right there, and I can see the person's
place
face,
for condos. I guess
There
it's
with
like
the
the
chamber.
hotel, the Ritz,
Oh, okay.
but it's not a hotel; it's for condos. And they were,
What?
yeah, and they were trying to say that they said like, oh, we've sold almost all of them, and over like 60% are people from the Woodlands buying them.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, it's because that's where their mistress is staying.
Oh my gosh.
You know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, they're gonna
Yeah.
need gifts.
So
They
I
can come shopping in
and
Conroe.
I had this
No, I'm
idea
just
for the
exploding.
CVB.
Okay.
It's like, hey, there's condos. They're building condos around here. They're building, a lot of cool apartment complexes. You should put a little thing. Great place for the mistress.
Rave will finance them. We don't discriminate.
see?
It's not our
Yeah,
business.
it's not.
We
see?
have a great mortgage product.
Yeah.
There we go.
we need a great place for the wives,
Yes.
not the
That's true.
mistresses.
So I can get rid of just like,
Like,
and the
can they
kids
have
too,
a great place?
and the kids. That's
And the kiddos.
yeah.
Come on.
Oh, that's so funny.
You said they're doing that in Conroe?
What?
They're doing the condos in Conroe?
No, they're doing it in the Woodlands.
I
the
think I
mistress
saw
might go
that.
Yeah, it was really weird. And when he was telling me like they were very proud of the people from the Woodlands were buying them, I was like, that's really cool, but it's probably for the mistress. But that was just a joke.
Back
It's-
to Conroe.
President.
Did you
Yeah.
not stay
But no,
on the
I've-
same
No.
I saw
For
that.
the-
And it's beautiful.
Well, because when condos is a weird lifestyle. I always found like people who live in condos, like because like especially in downtown Houston,
Probably right. Yeah.
it's like one of my friends live in. I've always grown and I've always lived in a place that had a yard,
Okay.
and
It's
I've
more
had
of a
friends who
transient-
never had a yard, and I was like, I don't know if I could handle that.
You think
Yeah.
it's more of a transient lifestyle that can kind of get up and go type people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I mean, it's what I'm not judging it. It's just
Yeah,
kind of like
I
it's a
get that,
different. It's a
though. I
different
do get that.
idea,
Yeah.
and
Well, yeah.
because when they built the Conroe the Lake Conroe condos, and I was interviewing the guy. I was like, I don't really know if that's a Conroe thing.
Yeah.
Like condos don't seem like a Conroe thing. Everyone in Conroe has a dog. I feel like
It is
So they need a
so.
yard.
But then again, it's like,
And their dogs are spoiled.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we can't even.
but I think a majority of people who bought
Excuse me,
those
no,
are
not dog. They're
businesses.
family members.
I know because I don't have a dog, so I don't know why you're looking at me.
Your son.
I totally have an 11.
Hey, ladies,
Baby,
ladies,
yes.
one conversation,
Oh,
okay? And this is the one I'm having. Okay, too much talking.
In the spirit of giving.
Okay, yeah. So
Right.
let's.
Listen
With,
to
you guys, that was a very long intro. Now we're talking about the spirit of giving, and you're about to announce who won the tree competition.
Who
Because if you
won.
come to downtown Conroe right now, there's trees on. There's 16 of them.
It looks so beautiful that
16.
night too.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And from what I understand, is cities organizations weren't allowed to participate because of the
They-
bias.
No, who told you that?
Well, because I assume that because
He's
it's
made
already
up
making
the
it up.
rules.
yeah. Well, when I see this, there's
anybody can participate.
Oh.
except
So you were thinking
us.
it was
Yeah,
like a
there you go.
Christmas Carol type
because
deal.
we did
Yeah.
it, but it was
No
for
Scrooges here.
all businesses.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had. Oh, I'm sorry. There's Parks and Rec and CEDC.
oh, so they probably won.
They
Yeah.
well,
Trees.
I'm saying they were departments that did it too.
They donated the tree.
But no, the winner.
We need a recount.
Okay, we need
Drum
a drum
roll.
roll.
I need a drum roll.
Oh, drum roll. Here we go.
Drum
The
roll.
2024.
Is the
In
winner.
first place, we have Montgomery County Veterans Memorial.
Okay.
Okay.
Love it.
I like them. They're nice.
Competition.
In second place, we have Bellis Cakes Bakery.
Okay.
In third place, we
Okay.
have Heritage Museum of Montgomery County.
Awesome.
And it was a
That's awesome.
close
It
draw.
was. Okay.
Who voted on it? You? It was all you. How does the how?
I'm not allowed to vote. I wasn't allowed to share.
But who voted? How does it
There
work?
was people that
So, yeah.
came and voted in person. They called.
Oh,
my
so this is for the
phone.
public. Mm-hmm. Okay.
For the public.
Yes.
For the city of
public, your family, your friends, anybody could have voted.
That's cool. So next year that's going to be even more exciting because
Exactly. Yes.
who got last
People are
place?
gonna bring
Who
it.
got last
What?
place?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I mean, I'm glad I don't remember,
If you're last, you're not first. So.
but it was very close. Like people actually had a following with whoever.
Well, that's how it
they-
works. That's how Conroe works. If you didn't realize the voting, how people vote.
But
Have you
it
ever seen
wasn't
that?
just
Like, it's kind of
Conroe.
obvious someone has a bigger base.
I forgot that we had Trader Joe's do it because they're 30 minutes away, but they're the closest from Conroe, and people were calling for them too.
There's a Trader Joe's here, or like in the Woodland. Where is it?
It's in the Woodlands.
No, I don't. Borders aren't that big of a deal to me here because you never really know. Because Conroe is giant. No one realizes how big Conroe is.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Woodlands. You go in the Woodlands. Next thing you know, you're in Spring, and the next thing you know, you're in Houston.
Right.
So it's like, come on now.
Yeah. So
So
we
I don't
had
really care.
all
He
different.
says,
So I don't really care.
Well, no, when you tell me you're worried about saying Trader Joe's, I'm like, come on now. It's like 30 minutes away. Like
Yeah.
that to me,
Neighbors.
as long as you don't say Greater Houston,
Right.
I'm cool with that. I'm like,
I mean, if they wanted to, they could do a tree as well.
yeah.
If they wanted to. Nice. It was open. But yeah.
I wouldn't have done a
Well, it's in the
tree.
winter,
I-
you know what?
I don't know.
We're
Tree
gonna bring it
decorations.
harder. Hyatt Regency Conroe is going to bring it harder next year.
Oh, that's right. You didn't win. How do you feel about that? All that time,
Like,
y'all
what's
y'all
your
were here for
feelings on that?
y'all were here for like a whole day.
Christmas cheer.
We were here for a while, and you know what? It was the first year, and we put our best
It
foot
was the
forward.
first year.
And you know what?
And
it is
all
what
the
it is.
trees were
They were all
gorgeous.
nice, but it sounds
You're
like
such a
we
mom,
need
Jade.
to rally our
Everybody's
troops
Yeah.
next time.
I
Yeah.
mean,
And that
I saw
means
the
you have to
effort.
call
I saw
for
the
us.
effort.
Okay.
We already have.
What I would have
your
done
vote.
is I would have made ornaments out of objects that people left in the hotel.
Oh,
You know,
God.
that's a cute idea. I'll write that down.
It
John.
That would have
Don't
been
write
fun.
that down.
Yeah.
Don't
Your
write that
pen
down.
away.
Do not.
I
Yeah.
just
Do
wanna
not
humor
listen
him.
to.
I want to humor him because I don't think anybody listens to your ideas.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Spirit of
Except this radio station. This was my idea.
Look at
Didn't
him.
he get
Look-
kicked
look
out of
where-
the pool area
You know,
for
right?
smoking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I get in trouble with the Hyatt all the time.
What? I'm trying to make you look good.
And when
you
did
keep
the
on
ice
telling-
machine always end up like on every other floor? Is
No,
that
the ice machine is on
crazy.
every floor
Now-
of the. It's always been.
No, I remember I was confused when I was there.
Okay, what floor were you on? Tell me.
I was on the floor with the gym. And I was like, how's there not
That's
an
the second floor, and the ice machine is right across
That's
from
where the
that
pool
door.
is, where you got kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was trying to make a cocktail.
I was about to say you probably had one of those cups.
You know what? There is
wanted
an
more ice for my
machine
cocktail.
Turned around.
conveniently located on every floor, and actually, the ice machine on that floor is right across from where the gym.
Yeah,
is.
that's what I
So
thought. I couldn't like it was either out of service. I was like, what's going on here? And
Was it not open, or did you
No.
were you just too intoxicated to open?
no,
it?
no.
we
See, that's one
made
thing
it
about
in
me
his
that
car.
people don't understand. I could be to the moon. I could still navigate how to get home. You know,
Oh
it's
my
like,
But not how to get to the ice.
so I always
So
figure out a
I'll be a
way.
counselor in
Either
the
I
room
ask the
for
fire
drug
department to
addiction.
take me home. Like I always figure a way at home. That was one of the most impressive things I've
Or
ever
just
done. Is
clap
the
your
fire
heels
truck, the
together.
fire department took me home.
Wicked.
Really?
Yeah.
Taxpayers.
It was
dollars are
next door to
going
it was next door to a
you.
bar, and they were like, "What are
Well,
you
in the
doing?" I'm like,
spirit of
"I'm trying to get
giving.
an Uber, but I can't get an Uber out here." Oh, we'll take you home. I'm like, cool. So I called my friends, like, "Hey, come outside," and I'm like,
God.
I'm like,
Did they charge you?
"No,
Oh wow.
they were just bored."
Oh wow. Wow.
Oh, so all of y'all had a good time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Okay.
Well, that's one thing about firemen that I
never dri-
learned is
I've
they're
never
kind of
ridden.
bored,
They're bored.
kinda.
Okay.
I mean, there could be
We don't
really
have a lot
bored.
of like.
They're fun.
Yeah, you don't
We don't
want
have a
them to
lot
be
of-
busy because that means
Yeah.
people are
Yeah.
burning.
And people that means people are responsible.
Yeah.
There we go.
This is true.
So
So yeah,
And
that was a
they're
fun.
very
Yeah,
responsible.
firemen are
Well, He
awesome.
took us to
Yes.
a serious note.
And
with
I,
that.
and they don't, you know what I like about
Fire
firemen? They
for
don't
you.
mind if you
They're
cook for
awesome.
them.
Okay.
They're very relaxed. Like
They actually should be getting paid more because they go in a burning building to
Yeah.
save you, and they don't
And
get
a
paid
lot
that
of them,
much.
I mean, the
It's
training
crazy.
that
I couldn't do
they
that.
do. A lot of them.
And the things that they
extensive
see.
training.
I mean,
I think they're getting paid
Traumatic.
just enough. I think they're fine.
You
I
think
think
they're
they're
fine? He's
They
like,
do.
I think. Are you a volunteer fireman or?
No,
do you know
I have a
someone,
couple
or-
buddies, and I'm like, you're
Okay, you
doing
have a
fine.
few buddies.
If you have a family of 4, you're fine. You're doing fine.
Four. What
Yeah.
about 1 or 2 or?
Then they're making a lot more money then.
And they're really fun.
Yeah, then they're really fine. Yeah, let's be real. But,
Yeah, that's the winner.
That is, I mean, everybody, let's give everybody a round of a hand, who, you know. And the winners, obviously.
They were
Oh, about the
awesome.
trees. Okay, I was like, what are we talking about here?
Did you see that look? He was just like, what are we clapping for?
No, the Truth Day was neat. I was sitting there just ran. I was like, what are these people doing?
Yeah.
Are they supposed
we
to be
were
doing
there
this?
for a while. That is true. I forgot
Yeah.
you were in here that day. That's right.
I'm here every
I
day.
didn't get to see you. I didn't get to speak to you that day. But oh, that's right. I did come. I came in.
Yeah.
I think I came in and spoke quickly. So yeah.
You always love people coming by, especially when they're trying to pay their bill. So, was there anything else you guys want to talk about? Congrats to the winners. That's going to be something y'all going to do again next year for sure.
Yeah. Bring it. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I thought there's Christmas people. The Christmas is weird because it gets people happy and they do stuff that they don't normally do.
Foundation.org.
And I always say, like, if you just focus that energy 12 months a year, you have a better life. But now you're only nice one time a year.
Well, that is true.
So I call them buttheads 11 times of the year.
Well, I will take it. I will add at Rave Financial Credit Union. We're doing a food drive, a holiday drive. So we are partnering with the Montgomery County Food Bank. So at both of our locations on 3083 and on 1097 in Willis, you can donate non-perishable items there. Or if you wanted to do a monetary donation, like $1 is equivalent to 3 meals. Right. So they do amazing things. So if you want to donate, if you're still in that spirit of that 1 month of the year.
Where is this Montgomery County Food Bank? Who you doing it with?
Montgomery County Food Bank, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I always challenge them when they tell me that $1 thing. I'm like, there's no way.
Well, I think because of the
This
resources that they have, right, in this economy, but the resources that they have and the foods that they can provide, and obviously the partnerships that they've made, we probably couldn't do 3 meals with $1, but with the help of the different partners
We're eating
that
ramen,
they have.
maybe.
But at the end of the day, even if it is ramen, right, that's a meal that a lot of people don't have.
No, I agree.
So, so even if you feel like donating $15 or so, or $5 is 15 meals. So whether you bring by, we're doing it through actually Friday the 13th.
Okay.
I'll be making the delivery, I think probably on Monday. So at either one of our locations, you can donate non-perishables, or if you would like to make a monetary donation, you can as well. So we're excited about that. Again, I've toured there. We've done things with them, and it's amazing what they're able to do. It is unfortunate that sometimes we kind of get in that spirit in December, but hey, we'll take it, right?
Yeah, I guess. To remind people, this is a nonprofit also. So if you want to be nice this one day, this 1 month, you can donate to irlonestar.com.
And it's appreciated.
Yeah, I'm very appreciative. We get to talk whatever we want. I love it. That allows us to be on. So
Yeah.
You know what? I wanted to go ahead and say, too, that the Hyatt Regency Conroe is going to be having a Christmas brunch and a Christmas brunch buffet on the 25th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Looks like it's $30 for adults, $15 for kids. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing.
What if I identify as a kid?
Right.
There may
I
be
have
a
a
limit.
childlike
We'll just
spirit.
see.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
That's
About 12 is working good
no,
for
you
me.
should be like, it's like that Robin Williams movie, Jack. That's what you need. That's what you need to tell
Yeah.
people.
So
Right, I
disregard
remember
the
that
fact that
one.
I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
I'm feeling around
I feel
12.
I want child
middle schoolers. Like,
No, seriously, I know. I do. Also, Rave, we do financial literacy and like seminars. You know that. We just did one last week. But seriously, to your point, there are middle schoolers and like high schoolers, and I'm doing this, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's not normal.
My youngest
Like
was a
I'm
baby.
already, they ate someone else's Wheaties too. So, but anyway, we love the children.
What would be great is if she responded to somebody like you saying, I'm a kid, and then they give you a kid portion. It's like, here you go.
That's not. It's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
It's not funny anymore. A growing child.
I want kid
Here you go.
prices, but I want adult
Like,
portion.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I identify as that 12-year-old.
I totally
when it
get
Yeah, and I
comes to
give
the
you a
brunch.
12-year-old portion.
I totally get that. But speaking of shopping and being in the spirit of giving, Velvet needs to tell you guys what she did last week in preparation of
The Kendra Scott
the
deal?
Kendra Scott deal. Well, we picked out some pieces, right?
Yes, we did pick out 5 pieces,
Five pieces.
for the GLAD Foundation. Anything you buy goes to the cause. But we
During
did-
this time period?
yes,
So
that
Friday,
or
December
online.
20th, 4 to 6. If you
Online
buy,
or in store.
Yep, online
Okay.
or in the store. Online goes all day. It goes from the 20th to the 21st. So if you're not around, LaTina.
Lead with
and
that.
Jade.
That's pretty good to know.
If you're not around, you can go online. And yeah, so we did have signature, I guess, pieces. And of course, a lot of it's Christmas because I love Christmas. It's my favorite time of year.
Yes.
But they're very cute. They're the green bows.
Yeah,
There's a green bow
a lot of bows.
bracelet. There was, what was it, the earrings? Or
There were 5 pieces,
some
and they're going to
red
be
earrings,
presented
some-
in the store. They're going to have it in a
Yes.
special place.
A
But
little box.
the pieces just kind of represent Glad Foundation, but anything that you buy in the store and online, and I'm glad you
Correct.
mentioned that online is going to be for
Yes.
is that a 24-hour portion? Or?
that is 24 hours, and you can go to the Conroe Chamber. It's on there, and it's also on the Woodlands Chamber. And they
Pages.
have a promo code as well, but it's not GLAD, so don't type in GLAD because it's not that. Which I am not sure why it wasn't that. So
It's Give Back.
Yeah.
HYMNB.
yes, so you use that promo code.
It's on. I put a link to it.
Okay.
You don't have to bore people.
That's
all
great.
I mean,
But
I don't like to be bored either.
well, I mean,
Velvet will-
well, because this kind of stuff confuses the crap out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
So
Why does it confuse
It's
you?
just a lot.
because it's one of those things where it's like, hey, you have to do this on the specific day at the specific time. But you know what? If you're not here, you can do this at this specific time throughout the whole day.
Okay, so you
And
need
I'm
to
like,
focus
what?
on which one you're going to do.
Yeah.
Which
So
one are you going to come
online,
to the
use the
store?
promo
or
code.
are you
Online's
gonna
the
be
easiest.
Online? Okay, so
So people
focus
need
on
to
the
buy
online
it
portion.
online, and more
Online.
people.
There you go.
Cause see, but then see, I'm a visual person too.
I am
Well,
too.
come
I
4
get
to
that.
6
So-
and you can see us.
But
yeah, that's what
I
I'm
put
gonna
I
say.
put a
There
link
you go.
for the code too, because that's important. If you're gonna order online, you got to use that code.
Yes,
So
exactly.
He said it's Give
So Velvet will be in store. I will be
That's what it
joining her
says.
4 to 6
I
on
know,
Friday.
but
So
you're
Yes.
reading it. Good job.
yeah,
looking
Are you
forward to
guys?
that.
Are you? Is anyone participating with the chamber, the Flamingo?
Yeah.
heard about
I know.
it.
So
Okay,
quick
yes.
shout out. We actually right now Rave has both locations has one our
nice.
flamingos. I think they'll
Gotta
be there
take a
until
selfie.
Okay.
tomorrow. Yes. So part of the
Until
Conroe Lake Conroe Chamber, and this year's theme being Jingle and Flamingo.
Nice, that's cute. I like that.
I know, I love it. So the flamingos are floating around to local businesses, and we urge people to go to the business and take a selfie and
Very
tag the
cute.
chamber in that business. So actually, we currently have one at both of our locations. They arrived yesterday, and they'll be there. I
Have to
think
go
until
see Zeno.
tomorrow.
So kind of like
Yes,
elf,
yes.
elf on the shelf
Yes,
concept
but it's the
with
flamingo, and
I
they're so
like
cute. And I think
that.
everyone's name, one of ours is Fluffy or Sophie or somebody. I don't know, but the flamingo is there. So take your selfies. And I know I
That is
love
adorable.
the idea.
I
so.
love the flamingo idea as well.
Yeah, it's a
So
little
it kind of
different.
makes you
Have to
feel
go up there
warm.
tomorrow.
And
Wow.
also
not
Morning
too
Mingle
bad.
on
Summery.
Thursday
Summery.
is Jingle
Yep.
and Flamingo. So register for that. I may or may not have flamingo earrings. You're welcome, Dick. I know you wanted to
I
know
have a
that.
sweater. It's a Christmas sweater
Yeah,
with
you
flamingos on it.
seem
don't
like
have
you were
one. I don't
urging
have
to
one.
ask, did I have
You
the
have an
flamingo
ugly
earrings?
Christmas sweater? It sounds like you do have one in your closet. A couple of them.
He has
probably.
sweaters.
that's what I'm a sweater guy. But
An ugly Christmas sweater?
I don't have a Christmas
He do
sweater.
own some sweaters.
Maybe
The only
somebody
thing it's funny. The only thing that I have festive that you ever heard of Vineyard Vines?
Yes.
So they make shirts that have whales on them in the back and the whale, and they have like a weird
Yes.
weird design. I like the goofy ones.
Okay.
So that I buy those for like Halloween,
Got it.
for Oktoberfest, for Valentine's Day, and like Thanksgiving. Like one's like a turkey whale, and then one's like a Frankenstein whale.
That's cute.
And so I like that kind of stuff because it's goofy. But the Christmas sweater thing I never got because I would wear that regardless of like an ugly Christmas sweater.
There you go.
So,
As you
Well,
should.
that's a good look. He does have Christmas spirit. Look at
I
him.
know.
oh no, I love
His
Christmas.
heart
Yeah.
grew 3
Sweet.
times
Look,
today.
sometimes
But I
you
just
get
don't like
him
it
to
when people
say
are nice
something
one time a
nice.
year. I'm like, if you're gonna be nice
I
one
get
time
that
a year,
though. I do get that. I see what you're saying. But yeah, but it's nice to be able to see it. I do love Christmas time. You know,
Yes.
I do love
I feel
Christmas
like
time.
people are nice throughout the year. It's just a different vibe with
I
Christmas
agree.
because with all the lights, like it's just pretty.
So beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
the
don't want them to
streets.
associate it with. I'm kind of like you on that one with giving or receiving
Yeah.
Right.
something, though.
Exactly.
I do get the lights, and so that can kind of be
Yeah,
cheery.
yeah.
But some people are just like, oh, it means I'm going to get some
Yeah,
stuff
yeah, yeah.
around
Right,
this time.
Yeah, that's true.
I get more
Selfish.
nostalgic. I think of the old movies. I feel, I get nostalgic.
nostalgia.
I get
34th
I get
Street.
nostalgic. So,
A
yeah.
Christmas Story. You're gonna
Yes.
shoot your eye out,
Yeah.
kid.
Which
Like
one?
Die
It's a
Hard.
Wonderful Life. That's one of my
Did you say
favorites.
like
Lethal Weapon's my favorite.
That too.
You
There
know
you
what? It's so
go.
funny
Yes.
that action movies are some of the most popular
You know, it's
Christmas
funny.
stories. Christmas
Chuck
movies.
was telling me he's working at a tree farm, and that's also where he deals.
Who is Chuck?
Chuck
The
at
guy
Living
that
at
he-
the place.
At the furniture
In the
store.
back.
He's
Forgot
one.
about him. I
he's-
thought we all forgot about Chuck.
We're getting in
Nobody
trouble
wants to keep
with
talking
Chuck.
about Chuck.
I know.
I thought-
Well, he says his favorite year, time of the year.
You know what?
Because he
You
works at
might-
the tree
yeah,
farm.
you know what?
Yeah.
Okay, all righty.
He is Chuck, I think.
Yeah.
We love you, Chuck.
Yes.
Do you ride bicycles
Season
everywhere you go
greetings.
to your customers? Is it
No.
that-
No, I get some poor sap from Uber Eats.
Oh, there you go. Oh gosh, that's too funny.
Oh, that's good. But it sounds like everyone's doing a lot of great things. I want to remind folks anything that we've been discussing, and we're going to put links below in the description for websites and things like that, and then general information about each one of our guests. So, is there anything else y'all want to talk about?
Yep.
Okay.
Jade, yeah.
Well, I just saw it. It was underneath the winners. So I was like,
Oh,
Oh, nice.
so we got the last place. The last place
no,
is
no. So we have the Toby Powell Christmas celebration.
That's
at
right.
Heritage Park.
Oh, okay.
On Saturday the 14th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's performances, vendors,
Nice.
fun
Yeah.
inflatables,
all
pics
free.
with Santa,
Nice.
all free to the public.
That's really
Nice.
cool.
Yeah. And then there is nominate someone for the Citizen of the Year award. Conroe does that.
And
We're
do
not.
they-
We're gonna
nominating
do
Dick.
Chuck. We should
Yeah,
do
Chuck.
Dude,
Let's nominate Chuck. So
He's
that
a he has
can
a
get
servant's
better
heart.
Profession. We
Right.
want to give Chuck.
I'm
a
sure
better
the folks
profession.
upstairs will be really happy to hear about Chuck and how he provides for this community.
No, but you can nominate someone that you feel like deserves that title.
where do they go to do that?
They go. Thank you for asking that awesome question. They go to ConroeFoundersDay.org.
ConroeFoundersDay.org.
And then the applications are due December 31st, and you can give them to us at Visit Conroe, or you can turn it in online.
I'll put more information below for folks on
Yeah.
that one.
I was trying not to make it boring.
And
but-
just make sure you send us all the link.
yes.
She called him out on the show. I saw that eye.
I
Sometimes
sent
we
you
do
the
have
link.
to remind.
You're my contact.
I will definitely send it out.
Point of
once you send it
contact.
to
Whoever
me.
fills out the form is my point of contact, folks.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He will send it to me, and I would be happy to send it to these.
It's all
beautiful ladies
automated.
at the table.
You think I just sit here and just write emails all day?
We don't
That
know
would-
what you do.
That would be really boring.
So don't.
But I will say this: he allows me to come back every time as much as I like, and
I
don't
love
wanna
it. I love
I
having
don't
you.
want to ever
Yay.
be on his bedside because it's a great resource for the
It
community.
is. We try. Anyone can be a
appreciate it.
guest. Anyone, even Chuck.
Yeah, we'll have to find him.
I want to
and-
come back when Chuck comes.
Yeah,
me
me
too.
too.
Yeah.
We may have to
Giving to
blur out
Lonestar Radio.
Chuck's face.
Let's put Chuck here.
Yes.
We'll put him there.
Yeah, we'll
and
blur out his
Perfect.
face and give him
Yeah,
that weird
there we
voice. We'll give him a
go.
high pitched voice.
Yeah, because you.
We love Jelly Furniture. We want an Alvin and the Chipmunks
Yeah.
voice. Okay, I like
told
that.
all
one.
the
That'll be
things
cute.
he did.
No, we just alluded to some of those services he offers to the community.
We want
Allegedly.
Chuck to
Allegedly.
be.
Yeah.
We want
Allegedly.
him to
I got
be a.
you.
What do you call it? A law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
In the spirit of
Well, if you
giving, we
use
all wish him that.
if you do run into Chuck and
Yes.
use the promo code irlonestar.com/50% off, you know it gives money back to the nonprofit.
Okay. Well.
I feel like you, Chuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's his. Oh, that's what he.
I've been putting it.
Which is why he keeps constantly bringing up
What
Chuck.
do people
love
call
it.
Richard? Do they call Richards Chuck?
They call him Dick.
Yeah, that's how
They
it
also call him Chuck too sometimes.
No,
right?
I think Chuck is Charles.
Charles,
Okay,
yeah.
All right, all right. Well, maybe that's
I love it.
Richard. Is Chuck your middle name? Is Charles your middle
No,
name?
Price is my middle name.
Price.
He
The
identifies.
price
as,
is right.
he
for
identifies
Chuck.
as Chuck,
Yeah.
just like I identify as
I
a
12-year-old.
That's his alter ego. That's who he is when he's not.
Wow.
Oh, I love it.
That's hilarious.
Well, ladies, y'all are a lot of fun. We got to get back to the music here on Mornings and Lone Star. We've been talking for an hour.
That's
Wow.
awesome. Okay.
So there's a lot of
Thank
stuff
you so
going
much
on.
for having
Yeah.
us.
You're
Doing
welcome.
well.
I
And it's
encourage
just like-
everyone in the community to get involved in your community, not just one time a month. But if you're going to do one time a month, this is the month to do it in. So you can help out all the folks we've been talking about. Come to downtown Conroe, come to Conroe Tower, check out the trees. They're going to be up. Probably, knowing the city of Conroe, they're going to be up till March.
Oh my God.
So I love the little cheap jabs. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm kidding. That's wonderful. If anything, I'll tear them down. And
Merry
Bring this
Christmas,
stuff home.
everybody.
you know what's funny? Like when I was growing up in the neighborhood, so when we have Christmas trees, majority of the people would have real trees, right?
Right.
And for some reason, part of the community was all the kids got to gather all the trees, and we make tree forts
What?
out of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I remember one year, a mom was like, "It's too dangerous because the trees dry out and they can, and kids were all smoking cigarettes, we're all being
Oh,
idiots."
okay.
Catch fire, it's true.
And
But I do love
yeah,
the little
Fire
but
department comes.
but what was great, what was funny about it is one of the dads was really smart. He's like, "Hey, why don't we just gather all the trees over this area and we'll just have a bonfire?"
Oh, that's a good
That's
idea.
fantastic.
So as a
Afterwards.
community, we had like
That
two
is
two
so
years. We had
sweet.
giant bonfires.
Control it.
Really,
And
really cool.
we had the fire department out there. It made
Good
it a
old
thing.
days.
It
Well,
made it
that's
a
been a
That's
thing.
why
thing
he
for
getting
you,
right.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then what happens? We get spoiled, and now we have plastic trees.
We do.
But I will say, I lived up north,
can't
and
burn
we would go and
plastic.
pick out our trees.
Yeah,
but
see?
there are a couple of farms in the area that you can go to. Is there one in Montgomery County?
I'm not sure.
I think I've heard that there
think-
is. I haven't been there, but there's also one in Spring. I went there
Yeah, there is
last
one
year
in
or the
there.
year before.
That's
I
a
love a
huge
real
one.
Christmas tree,
Yeah.
but it is convenient to have
I'm surprised it hasn't been outlawed.
Pop it in a box.
the real ones. Well,
Because
Why?
there's like moms against drunk driving, people against
know,
there's organizations
It's a
out there.
tree. You take one down, you put one in the ground.
That's the end of music.
Just say it.
Everybody
We
pray for
support
Chuck.
all trees.
I mean,
okay?
do.
We
Yeah.
support
Yeah.
whether
Yeah. I love it.
artificial
Put
or
one back.
real.
Or real.
right?
So much fun, so much fun. We had a lot of
Merry
fun this
Christmas,
morning.
everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
And
Christmas.
Christmas in Conroe.
thank you for listening to Morning's Lone Star. If you want to be a guest on the show, I love to talk to people, as you can tell, and just reach out irlonestar.com. We're gonna get back to the music. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.